Today on Culinary Chaos, we're cranking up something for Easter. I don't subscribe to that old, tired, crap store-bought ham that jackass serves up every year after nauseating year. In my house, I like to keep my holiday parties moving. Cocktails, appetizers, keep the people entertained. To that extent, I'm going to show you how to do one of my favorite appetizers I do every Easter. Peter Cottontail knocked on the wrong door this year. We're doing braised rabbit and triple cream brie quesadillas. Let's get to work. So, a couple things about rabbit that you might need to know. Most good butcher shops carry it year-round. I know Bristol Farms, for instance, pretty much carries it year-round. The other thing about it is rabbit is an extremely lean source of protein. So if you want to interject this into your normal diet on a regular basis, it's a good thing, especially during the week. When you hit the gym early in the morning, it's a great substitute for chicken. Has a lot of flavor to it, a little bit more, I would say, gaminess than chicken, but it's still, you can incorporate it like we're going to do into quesadillas. You could do it into tacos. You could put it with some pasta. You could do it with some risotto. So it's got a lot of different things that you can do with it. So it's a good lean source of protein. The other thing you got to remember about rabbit is when you go to your butcher and you get ready for this, and you want to do particularly this dish, you want to have him debone it, because deboning the thing is a pain in the ass. So have your butcher debone it. In this case, it really doesn't matter if it's deboned and it's full or if it comes in pieces. Actually, you might want to prefer it in pieces like I asked for it. So that's a couple things you got to know about using rabbit. Now let's get to putting this thing together and making these quesadillas. Okay, Van Jandrums, let's get this thing started. Let me show you exactly what we got going on here. First things first, I got a great Le Creuset pan, which I always talk about these things, and I think they are by far the best pans, Dutch ovens on the market. I mean, I only use what is the best performer, and this is by far it. I've got some bacon in here, about 4 strips of bacon that I cut up. I'm going to pour some duck fat in it. That's going to be the basis. After that, we've got some flour. What we're going to do is we're going to dredge the rabbit in the flour. I got some basic flour. The only thing I'm going to add to it is I'm going to add some of the Chaos shake to it. We're going to add a healthy amount to that, because I want to get a little zippy seasoning on there. I want to start layering the flavors of this. Then I'm going to add in some baking powder. The reason why I'm going to add the baking powder is it gives a nice little crispy crust to the outside. So you can use this on chicken, fried chicken especially, but the rabbit works absolutely excellent. So we're going to add a little bit of that in there. And there's our basis for our rub. So we're going to take that, we're going to dredge the chicken in that momentarily, and then when the bacon reduces down, we're going to add the duck fat, and we're going to get ready to saute this thing up and get the quesadillas going. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our rabbit. We've got that here. I've dredged it in our flour mixture, and we're going to get a nice brown on it. We just want to brown each side, get a nice little crust, nice little golden brown color. And we'll put that in there very easy like that. You're going to be really surprised at how simple this recipe is. And even you ham hands out there can put this thing together and look like a gourmet guru on a holiday like Easter. It really is simple. Okay, you can see we've got these rabbit pieces just nice and golden brown, crisping them up in the bacon and the duck fat. And as soon as they're done here, we're going to add the rest of our ingredients and move it along. But look at that. That looks so damn good. Absolutely glorious. Okay, we browned the rabbit on both sides. It's ready to go. Now watch, again, this is so easy. Watch how easy it is. All we're going to do, we're going to add some onions in here. Then we're going to add some celery. Then we're going to add some garlic. I like my garlic crushed. I don't like it chopped up real fine because it gets too heavy duty of flavor. So we're going to add some garlic in there. And then finally we're going to add some carrots. It's inappropriate. Peter Cottontail gets to go down with his favorite food. I guess that would mean that I would be pickled in a vat of Bombay Sapphire upon my demise, which I would then be cryogenically frozen and come back to kick the ass of all the pansies and wussies 20, 30, 40 years in the future. God knows they're probably going to need it anyways. So then we got this in here. We're going to stir this nicely up. Then we're going to add our braising liquid. In this case, we're going to use red wine. Try to use a good red wine. Don't be a cheapo. We're going to pour this all nicely in there. We just want to get a nice amount that just barely covers up the rabbit, just about like that. Going to add some salt. Got a nice little boil coming. We're going to turn this all the way down to low. We're going to cover it, and we're going to let it sit for about 20 minutes. Remember, it's really lean. It cooks fast. So about 20 minutes, we'll be ready. Let's go grab a cocktail, and then we'll be ready to assemble the quesadillas. Okay, I pulled Cottontail out of the braising liquid and just chopped them up into some nice strips that we're going to be able to use in the quesadilla. So now what we're going to do is, as you can see here, we've got some great triple cream brie. It's Dauphinois from the cheese store Beverly Hills. It's an awesome, awesome cheese. Has a lot of great flavor to it. What I've done is real simple. Taken a quesadilla, nice flour tortilla, and I rub the triple cream on the bottom. Triple cream is very, very rich, so you don't need hunks and chunks of it. So don't go throwing chunks on it. I personally also, I don't like the rind on it. I don't want the bitter flavor. One of the things with this quesadilla is if you want to dress it up, be my guest. If you want to throw in sauteed mushrooms, if you want to throw in sauteed onions, fried peppers, whatever you like. Me personally, I like to keep it pretty simple because the rabbit tastes damn good in that braising liquid, and I like to taste that mixed with the triple cream, which again is very rich. I like to keep it pretty simple. It goes perfect with a cocktail. So what we got now, I've got a pan here. This is a grill pan. As you can see, it's non-stick. We got a little oil in it. Another essential tool that you need. You can buy these at any Williams-Sonoma around. It's an essential cooking piece. You can use it for steaks, quesadillas, doesn't matter what. So anyway, what we're gonna do is, we've got this flour tortilla with the triple cream on it. We're gonna stick that on there real nice and easy, right? So now we've got our rabbit, and Mr. Cottontail's all chopped up and ready to go. So we're just gonna layer him in here real nice. Because remember, what we're gonna do with this afterwards is we're gonna cut it into pieces to be able to serve as an appetizer. So you wanna have the rabbit distributed across the quesadilla in pretty much even amounts. That way, when you break it up, people get the same amount in each bite. So, and if they don't like rabbit and they've got a problem with serving rabbit on Easter, you know what I say that, just tell them to get the hell out. We're not in the business for wussies and pussies and pansies. The pansies can get the hell out, absolutely. So let's put a lot of rabbit on here because, I don't know about you, but I like a lot of meat in my quesadilla. I don't like these quesadillas that are just, girly and wimpy and just, a bunch of cheese without any meat. So we've got a lot of nice rabbit in there like that. Got it distributed around. You can see the cheese is already melting. We've got our second tortilla we're going to put nicely on top. Push that down a little bit. Get a nice pat on that. Now we're going to let that so they get the other side, get the nice grill marks, get the cheese melting. Then we're going to flip it over, and then we're going to serve it up. Let's get another cocktail while this gets going. So you can see we flipped the tortilla, and we got the quesadilla going, the brie's melting out slightly. We've got those great grill marks on there. We're going to let this cook for a few more minutes. We're going to get the other side nice and brown. Then we're going to cut it up, and we're going to serve it out to our guests. A little happy hour on Easter. So there you have it, Panjandrums. Good quality Culinary Chaos Easter instead of that store-bought, gross, pre-packaged ham crap that Aunt Jackass serves up. It's time to pour yourself a cocktail. Till next time, cheers. This one's to Elmer Fudd, because today, he won.